Today on Eagle Nation News, Annika Hankey gets an inside look at a project that engineering has been working on.
Casey Boston will be in studio discussing some celebrity drama. What is there to know?
And finally, Michael Vandershoot will be in studio recapping Eagle and Lady Eagle basketball.
Eagle Nation News starts
right now. Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today is Friday, December 6th. I'm Julia Buzion.
And I'm Lauren Womack.
A Dallas police officer who was in his squad car was struck by a driver on North Central Expressway yesterday afternoon. Officers were pulled over assisting a stranded driver when another driver took faulty evasive action and hit the car, sending the officer to the hospital. The Dallas Police Department Traffic Unit is investigating the crash and has not updated the public on the officer's condition.
Antoine Woods, Dallas Cowboys defensive tackle, was arrested Tuesday night by the Frisco police. Officer Simmons stopped him for a traffic violation. As he was asking him questions, he quickly noticed he had delayed responses to simple questions, and that there was a very strong odor of marijuana. He is currently facing several charges, including drug possession and tampering with evidence.
The holiday season is the season of giving, and Arlington Police Department is doing just that. Arlington has had Santa Cops program running for over 30 years, where people can donate toys and the officers will distribute the donations to families in need. This year, they are expecting to be able to reach 450 families.
Now we send it over to Maya Peterson with your Fast Forecast.
Thank you, Lauren. As you can see, I am not doing sports today, but congrats to the Chicago Bears as it was too cold for the Cowboys as they took a big loss last night. But Michael will have more about that later in the show. Similar to the windy city of Chicago, today the wind speed is about 15 miles per hour with the high being 54, while the real field temperature is 49. Moving to the weekend, the temperature will stay about the same, so if you decide to attend Prosper's Christmas Festival or the football game tomorrow night, make sure to bring a light jacket. Going into Sunday, as you can see, the temperature will be rising to start the week off right. So have a great weekend, and with your Fast Forecast, I'm Maya Peterson. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now, like Maya mentioned, she wasn't on game time like she normally was, but there is a football game tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at the Star. What are you thinking about that?
Look, it's unheard of a football in December. As we know, our boys really want this, and they want it bad as they're making history in the 4th round of playoffs. I'm just excited, honestly.
Yeah, so football in December is something that I know they always talk about. It's a huge accomplishment. It shows all their work and progress from that season.
Yes, it's a big game tomorrow against Rockwall at 6 o'clock at the Star, but it's bittersweet for me and Lauren because we are seniors and we don't know if this is going to be our last high school football game. So, Lauren, I hope you're feeling better than I am right now.
No, it is so bittersweet, like you said. Like, I'm wiping away the tears just thinking of it may be our last football game, but win or lose, we'll always stay behind our Eagles.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, moving on, our engineering class has been focusing on aerospace engineering. Annika Hankey gives us some insight on how they have been learning.
A mission to space seems like no easy task, but these students were up for the challenge. The engineering class was tasked to create the nose of a rocket in order to create a successful launch. Let's see how they did.
There were actually several parts to this assignment. The first one was all about a mission to Mars, which this is it's a third-year engineering course, but it's geared towards aerospace engineering the first semester. So they've gone through getting to the moon, setting up base on the moon, and then trying to get to Mars. And there was a whole lot of work before today's launch that was about redesigning a nose cone, planning what you would have to take for how many people, for how long. They had to use a 3D printer to create everything. So there was a lot of other stuff that went into. This was kind of the icing on the cake, was trying to get the launch to go off. So.
And originally the plan for this project was we were going to try to fit the most mass of each food, water, air, technology and stuff into the cap of it. So they're all hollow 3D printed. But it didn't work, and so we just launched the rockets like normal, and so we just researched how to have a functioning nose cone, pretty much.
While some of these rockets were successful, others stayed on the ground. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Annika Hankey. Prosper.
When we return, Casey Boston is live in studio discussing some drama between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber.
Stay tuned.
Hello, Prosper. This is Dr. Jared Corbridge with Corbridge Orthodontics. My family and I have lived in Prosper for over 8 years and are proud to be a part of this growing, vibrant community. Here at Corbridge Orthodontics, we are committed to delivering outstanding clinical results, giving you the beautiful smile that you've always dreamed of. Go online and check out our nearly 200 5-star reviews and see what patients are talking about. I promise that we will take excellent care of you and give you more reasons to smile.
Now Casey Boston is here in studio with your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics.
Thank you, Julia. As many of us know, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez began dating around 2010 and had an on and off relationship for a few years. While all has seemed calm for the past couple of years, Selena Gomez released a song in October titled Lose You to Love Me, which many people suspected that she was referencing her ex-boyfriend Justin. Justin has been married to model Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber, for about a year, causing many fans to wonder if Hailey and Selena have a secret feud. Hailey very recently spoke out on this issue to British Vogue, saying, "I think social media is a breeding ground for people creating false drama between women and trying to put women up against each other and create these narratives that are just toxic." Selena spoke out as well, stating that she will never stand for women tearing other women down. So there you go. The girls are both very respectful towards one another, and all of the drama that you may have heard has been debunked. Be sure that you're following our Twitter for news, polls, and updates, and that's all that I have for you today. I'm Casey Boston. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Casey. Up next, Michael Vandershoot is in studio with your Game Time Sports Update.
Okay, thank you, Lauren. Last night, the Dallas Cowboys looked to head into Soldier Field and snag a win over the Bears to get back on a winning record, but as Maya stated, they took an embarrassing 31-24 loss. They started the game off with a commanding touchdown drive, but afterwards looked completely out of sync, and the defense had one of their worst games of the season, as they made Mitchell Trubisky look phenomenal by shredding the defense with both his arm and running the ball over us. Several Cowboys fans across the nation are now demanding the release of head coach Jason Garrett, but overall the blame should be put amongst the whole team for not performing with their best effort. Hopefully they could bounce back next week when they match up against the Rams at home. On a lighter note, our boys basketball team also played last night when they looked to keep their undefeated streak alive against the 3-5 Little Elm Lobos. They started off with a first half stumble as they were down 29-26, but once again they've proven to be a second half team as the boys came back away with the 56-44 win. Mondo Battle led a remarkable offensive attack with 25 points. Austin Atkinson had a great game defensively, and most of Little Elm's points were off of free throws due to all of their fouls the team committed. They are now 9-0 and will play 2 more games where we host a tournament in the arena during the next couple of days. Lastly, our football team has moved on to the 4th round of playoff contention for the first time since they won the state championship back in 2008, as they contend with Rockwall. Both teams have an 11-2 record, and a player to watch on the opposing side is Jackson Smith-Njigba, who's a 5-star recruit wide receiver who committed to The Ohio State, so our defensive backs should have their hands full. It should be a high-scoring affair, so take the Dallas North Tollway to Ford Center tomorrow at 6 p.m. to support our football team as they look to extend their dark horse run for state. If you want to hear more sports like this, be sure to tune in every day for a recap from Sports in This Week. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Lauren Womack.
And I'm Julia Bizion. Live long and prosper.